Hi, I'm Mike Deming, host of Sportsman's News Television. On this episode, we're in Sonora, Mexico with WRO Mexico. Wapiti Ridge Outfitters is somebody we've had as a platinum approved outfitter for about 8 years. Justin runs a great operation. I've been to Wyoming with him several times to kill mule deer, elk, runs a great operation. And now we're down here in Mexico to chase some huge giant Sonoran mule deer. And we're down here with some rodeo greatness. We've got J.R. Vizane, who's a bareback rider, and we've got Wes Silcox, who's a professional bull rider. So we've already had a little bit of time with these guys. It's going to be a great time. Stick around. It's going to be a good week. Good deal. First morning here in Sonora, Mexico with WRO Mexico. We're here to target big trophy mule deer, and these guys killed some sheep down here already. Pretty exciting. We got a full week of hunting here. We'll see what we can get done. When JJ passed through Utah, I gave him some minerals we use there. It's BB squared, it really works great, and a couple of Bushnell cameras to set up here, but unfortunately you got to turn the camera on before it works. So. Big crack. I'd like to find the owner of that guy.
Looks like some fresh scallops. We're only about 7-8 miles from the ocean there. I'd imagine they're pretty fresh.
Paso mexicano.
That's pretty nice. Awesome.
No, no. Pero de barrer la brisa. Sí. No, es que
You know, one of the things that WRO Mexico offers is desert bighorn hunts, which is really a very unique thing. It's one of the toughest things for people to be able to kill to complete their slam because there's just such a limited amount of tags. And Justin has a ton of opportunity down here in Mexico. This year he brought one lucky hunter with him that was able to book this trip in advance, and they had an absolutely phenomenal experience. Killed a great ram, he completed his slam, and this guy was absolutely ecstatic. He was fun to enjoy in camp, and I truly wish we would have been here in time to see this hunt, but man, it really unfolded great for these guys, and pretty special experience. I mean, where else in the world can you kill a desert bighorn and be able to take pictures on the beach with the beautiful Sea of Cortez in the background, and when you're done hunting, you can spend time fishing and hanging out on the beach? It just doesn't get much better than that. I'm Alan Denise from California. Been hunting my whole life. Just getting started in trophy hunting. Wanted to come to Sonora for 4 or 5 years. Been hesitant to spend the money. This year I got a call a couple weeks ago. Somebody couldn't make it. There was a spot available. So I jumped in, and it's been a great experience hunting right here on the beach. You know, just tough hunt. The deer are here. Takes a lot of time to find them and to find a good buck. Hunted 6 days. Chased a really nice buck for 6 days. Never could get on him. Finally saw a buck that was really nice. Couldn't pass him. Had him broadside at 600 yards. Decided not to wait to see if we could bring him in any closer. Took a shot. Ended up hitting him. You know, thought he was probably a 190 buck, and got him back to camp and scored him. Ended up being a 201. So for me, I mean, this trip of a lifetime. Killed a trophy buck here with JJ from Wapiti Ridge out of Cody, Wyoming.
Mike Deming, Sportsman's News. Couldn't ask for a better hunt with better guys.
Yesterday we saw a really good buck, just not something I wanted to shoot yet. Just got a glimpse of him. Got a lot of hunters in camp now. Try and get up on some of the upper places, glass a little bit down into the valley floor. The mule deer tend to be down here in the flats, and the coos deer tend to be up on the hill. So a little bit different than we're used to in Utah, but works out well. And there's some big dark horns, some orange giants here. That's what we're here for. Let's see if we can get one today. There's a certain way of glassing, and when you first get to a spot, what I like to do is use my 10s or 8s or whatever your lightest power binos are. And what you want to do is you want to scan every place as fast as you can, just covering ground, trying to see anything obvious. Once I've had my stuff out for a while, and then I've got more specific, then what I'll do is I'll go to a pair of 15 power binoculars, slow my glassing way down. That's when I know there's stuff here. Like we saw a lot of tracks coming into this draw, so we know there's deer in this area. Pretty fresh. I'm gonna grid this thing up and down, and then right and left, and then I'll go back and do it again. Do it left, right, and then right up and down as well. So usually we're able to cover quite a bit of ground. It might take a few hours to glass this. Might find something, might not. But if you're gonna hunt big deer, and you want to be successful, it's being dedicated to your optics. Get good optics. Spend a lot of time behind them. It will pay off. Productive morning so far. Saw about 9 deer, a couple of small bucks. Not what we're looking for. We'll leave a couple of guys here. They're going to keep spotting in this canyon. There's a lot of sign. And we're going to move farther down the beach, check out some other stuff. Sitting here watching this valley all afternoon. Should be bucks with these does, but there's not. Rut's on. Just not with those 2 does. Hopefully something will be following.
You know, one of the things that WRO Mexico offers is desert bighorn hunts, which is really a very unique thing. It's one of the toughest things for people to be able to kill to complete their slam because there's just such a limited amount of tags. And Justin has a ton of opportunity down here in Mexico. This year he brought one lucky hunter with him that was able to book this trip in advance, and they had an absolutely phenomenal experience. Killed a great ram. He completed his slam, and this guy was absolutely ecstatic. He was fun to enjoy in camp, and I truly wish we would have been here in time to see this hunt, but man, it really unfolded great for these guys, and pretty special experience. I mean, where else in the world can you kill a desert bighorn and be able to take pictures on the beach with the beautiful Sea of Cortez in the background? And when you're done hunting, you can spend time fishing and hanging out on the beach. It just doesn't get much better than that.
here with Team WRO, Justin Jarrett, my father, Wapiti Ridge Outfitters, down here hunting with Mike Deming and Wesley Silcox. A couple rodeo guys hunting with a hunting man himself. It's been a blast. We got world champion bull rider Wesley Silcox and myself, bareback rider, 2011 college champion, 2009 high school champion, 3-time NFR qualifier. Down here hunting big mule deer in Mexico. It's been a blast, man. Been a fun hunt. We've been hunting down here for 6 days. We saw deer every day. Some little bucks, some nice bucks, but you don't. The deer are very few and far between. It's not about finding a bunch of deer down here. You don't see a bunch of deer down here. You're waiting for the one, the nice buck, the big buck. We had a guy in camp kill a 200-inch mule deer. All of us looking for big, nice mule deer. So when I finally found that big buck, it was awesome. We spent 6 days, many hours looking. Your eyes are tired. You're baking in the sun. It was definitely a blast, but to finally find that deer and that caliber of deer, it was amazing. Your heart's pumping, you're racing. It was a thrill. You felt like you definitely earned it, and it was an amazing hunt. Amazing finding that deer and getting him killed to take pictures.
Buck to show up that's a giant. Another 2-point. I would shoot a 2-point if we found a 30-incher with big black horns. I've looked my whole life to try to kill one of them, and if I find one, it's game home.
On this trip to WRO Mexico, our base operation was out of Quino Bay, which is about an hour and a half southwest of Hermosillo. It's a condo on the beach, so you've got beautiful views, you've got all the comforts of home, a warm bed, hot running water, access to internet, and even better when you come back from the hunting in the evening is you've got gourmet Mexican style cuisine, fajitas, fresh guacamole, just about everything you can possibly imagine and dream of. But one of the downfalls of coming back here is it's about an hour and a half out to the hunting area. So the other choice is camping on the beach, which is first class. You've still got somebody out there that's cooking for you, and basically it puts you in a position to wake up first thing in the morning. You're out hunting and you don't have to get up an hour and a half early, and you can kind of kick back a little bit earlier. It's warm, it's nice on the beach. You can actually fish if you get tagged out early and want to have fun. Great to come back to the tent camp on the beach and just enjoy a nice mid-afternoon siesta or whatever. Well, last light of the last night wasn't enough for us, the Sportsman's News team here. We were holding out for a buck this caliber. This is a 201 buck, killed by Alan Denise down here, and he actually saw one that was bigger than this. So that's what we came to kill, is a giant. That's why you come to Sonora, Mexico. Go big or go home. And we're gonna go home, but you know what? We'll be back down again next year. And for the Sportsman's News Pro Member Program, we bought this exact hunt. So if you sign up today, you just might win this same hunt and be down here next year with the Sportsman's News team. Thanks for joining us on this episode of Sportsman's News Television. Tune in next month. We'll have another great show for you.